Growth is in a series of mistakes. That's the only way you learn. We may be small and we may be young, but we will shake the world for our beliefs. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. Let the speaker speak truly, and the judge decide justly. Memory can make a thing seem to have been much more than it was. Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon or star. Therefore, just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Nobody ever lives their life all the way up, except bullfighters. Être dans le ventre, c'est avoir le destin des feuilles mortes. To be alone is to be different. To be different is to be alone. Some people could look at a mud puddle and see an ocean with ships. When you procrastinate, you become a slave to yesterday. Time always exposes what you truly mean to someone. Keep a little fire burning, however small, however hidden. The best knowledge is knowing yourself and your inner being. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. Anyone who does anything creative is always going to want to change. What cannot be said, above all, must not be silenced, but written. Tongues in trees, books in running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. The storm is what they threw at me. The hurricane is what I became. Remember, if you play small, you stay small. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. All men who have achieved great things have been great dreamers. The mistakes I've made are dead to me, but I can't take back the things I never did. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. He who steals a belt buckle pays with his life. He who steals a state gets to be a feudal lord. Life is too short when you think of the length of death. People, in general, would rather die than forgive. It's that hard. The more you face challenges, the less you fear them. Be brave to stand for what you believe in, even if you stand alone. Success in warfare is gained by carefully accommodating ourselves to the enemy's purpose. Bloom as if you want to make the whole world beautiful. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. Sometimes life is too hard to be alone, and sometimes life is too good to be alone. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. Maybe everyone can live beyond what they're capable of. He who knows his enemy and himself well will not be defeated easily. Mist to mist, drops to drops, for water thou art, and unto water shalt thou return. Fear is nothing more than a negative assessment of risk. I speak to everyone in the same way. whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. We destroy in assumptions, but we do not build in possibilities. Always blow your own trumpet. Blowing someone else's is unhygienic. Keep the fight in your veins, honey. Never let it fade. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. Great results can be achieved with small forces. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. That knowledge, which stops at what it does not know, is the highest knowledge. For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless. So long as you fight the darkness, you stand in the light. The world changes. We do not. Therein lies the irony that kills us. It's better this way, sister. There's more to life than staying safe. Agitate him and ascertain the pattern of his movement. Death is unstoppable. One must face it as a fact of life. Winning isn't enough. The acme of all skill is to defeat your enemy before taking the field. All the world is made of faith and trust and pixie dust. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. When you walk in silence, your excellence will always speak for you. People who fit don't seek. The seekers are those that don't fit. The expert in anything was once a beginner. It's good to do uncomfortable things. It's weight training for life. If you know both yourself and your enemy, you can win 100 battles without a single loss. The truths that matter most to us come always half-spoken. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. If people treat you like an option, leave them like a choice. I would never die for my beliefs because I might be wrong. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it. An opinion should be the result of thought, not a substitute for it. But if a villain can be made, then they can be unmade. Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. Look for the good in every person and every situation. You'll almost always find it. With regard to narrow passes, if you can occupy them first, let them be strongly garrisoned and await the advent of the enemy. If a craftsman wants to do good work, he must first sharpen his tools. It's not the men in your life that matters. It's the life in your men. Success is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden. Don't react. Cut them off silently. Without local guides, your enemy employs the land as a weapon against you. A man who knows he is a fool is not a great fool. The truth is the kindest thing we can give folks in the end. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. He was a lonely ghost, uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear. The company you choose to keep says a lot about who you are. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Stop being okay with everything. A whetstone, though it cannot cut, may sharpen a knife that will. Your vision will be blurry, but it will grow clear with time. Don't fast forward through life. You'll miss all the good stuff along the way. The goal is to reduce the time of suffering, not eliminate it. We need to renew ourselves often. Even temples need renovation.